The truth about psychology as a job or career. Chapter 1. Psychology is not a real practical skill like plumbing is. Everyone is a loner, which is why there is no science of psychology. The social science fields are soft artsy majors at college masquerading as sciences of human life, mostly psychology and sociology but spanning other fields, college majors, from anthropology to political science. They include economics because it supposedly studies the behavior of people, money, jobs, and buying things. I'm not here to burst any delusional bubbles, just to provide job and resource information plus lists of schools for psychology. The real world is money, business, industry, and production. If the only job options for any college major are to teach this stuff or do some kind of academic research with no practical applications in the real world, it's a useless field made up of fake knowledge. Colleges create meaningless academic fields in order to make money. Despite the lie that colleges are mostly non-profit organizations, they are capitalist industries just like any company. If they don't make money to cover their bills, they die. This is why colleges have evolved to offer useless majors. It's a way to make money. You cannot have a science of human behavior or human life in anything because everybody is a loner living in their own fantasies known to no one but themselves. Because no one knows what anyone else is thinking, you cannot create ideas, theories, categories, learning disabilities, or mental illnesses for people just because you think you are really smart and have come up with some great common threads about human life. Every human being is an individual. Whatever anyone is going through is their own unique ride in their minds. Many people can claim to have a common mental malady like depression or anxiety, but whatever that person is experiencing is unique to him or her, locked in their heads, alone. One person's depression is different from another person's. One person can feel blue right now but then snap out of it when they do some activities, while some people seem to be born with a glum temperament. One thing is sure. No one has ever drilled a hole into someone's head for a biopsy of the brain, then compared it to a baseline to determine a biochemical imbalance in the brain causing some alleged mental illness. The fraud of biochemical imbalance in the brain has made a lot of money for the pharmaceutical companies selling mental health drugs. There are no common threads to human life except one fact from the Bible, that we're all evil and have to try hard to rise above our sinful natures. As far as I'm concerned, they should teach the Bible and Machiavelli's book The Prince to teach naive young people that the human race is naturally evil. We all have Dante Alighieri's 7 deadly sins within ourselves. Pride, lust, greed, gluttony, sloth, anger, jealousy. Why do they teach us that we're good wholesome people with that self-actualization stuff by Abraham Maslow? Most of us are slobs addicted to something or trying to make money so we can indulge in comfort and entertainment. Granted, some learning disabilities are organic like autism and Down syndrome, but you should not make things up like ADHD or dyslexia then tell a bunch of brainwashed scared kids that they have these learning disabilities. This is criminal fraud to tell an innocent naive kid that they have some learning disability that will earn you money. It's the same thing with mental illnesses, but what confounds the issue is that we have a lot of wimp losers in society who want to get diagnosed with a mental illness because they do not want to be responsible for their lives. They want to blame their loser selves on some fake mental illness which makes some fraudulent psychologist or psychiatrist money. I think the mental illness industry is a crime, telling people they have mental illnesses based on either the fiction called biochemical imbalance in the brain, some repressed problem from your past, or any other reason. We can be resilient. We can create every moment as we live it. PTSD is an idea that a traumatic event totally incapacitates you. I can see somebody laying in bed for a week after their loved one dies or they lose their job, but after that, your wimpy behavior is on you for being a 2-bit gutless wimp. It's not a mental illness. It's human weakness. People want excuses for being losers. Type this term into a search engine to see what I'm talking about. ADHD fraud, Leon Eisenberg deathbed. They're offering tons of useless social science degrees at college. Tons of kids are getting them, not realizing they're worthless in the real world. Jordan Maxwell, a deceased former alternative freethinker, said that the word graduation is derived from the two words gradual indoctrination. Many millions of people go to college thinking it will help enlighten them and lead to a prosperous job even if they get some useless degree. The line of reasoning is that if a college is offering a certain major, there must be jobs in that major after graduation, but many college degrees are useless in the real world. Billy Joel sang a short 2-minute song Allentown that said, "So the graduations hang on the wall but they never really helped us at all. No, they never taught us what was real iron and coke, chromium steel. I'm against teaching social sciences in college because it's all BS. Everybody is a loner. You have to figure out your life for yourself. Find your true nature, then realize the world is bullshit next to your pure self." They offer PhDs in political science, but anyone with half a brain knows that regardless of what political structure you say any society or organization is, like democracy, communist, dictatorship, etc., they're all the same, oligarchies, ruled by an elite few. Until we have online referendums for all the bills, new ideas, we will not have true democracy, but they keep teaching that useless stuff called political science, pretending it's relevant knowledge. This book is for the social science graduate looking for a touchy-feely type job. There are about 10,000 four-year colleges worldwide. They teach the same social science junk because the naive schmucks in the world go to college thinking they'll discover some deep stuff studying psychology, philosophy, literature, etc., but they don't realize it's just you alone by yourself. Nobody can tell you anything profound about life except that you have a true nature away from the brainwash of the world. This is why I don't like to deal with anybody with social science degrees who have not realized they're a big pile nothingness. They think they're so smart. They don't realize they're brainwashed, indoctrinated fools buying other people's junk, not thinking for themselves. Somebody at some point should wake up the idealistic dreamers to tell them nobody gives a damn about them. There is no community of beautiful, kind people anywhere. If they don't make money for themselves, they will end up on the street. Look through some of the social science academic journals. If anybody reading any of that stuff cannot see that it's total delusion, you're stupid. I'm trying to help you realize that your advanced degrees in so-called life advice majors are so meaningless that they don't even give you wisdom, much less a worthwhile job. College is at least 50% fraud. Nobody is going to get rid of all those meaningless majors anytime soon because they're making money off them. Until you realize that your meaningless degrees have nothing to do with life in the real world, you will be another loser deluded by the lies of college. The enlightened people in the capitalist world understand that everything comes down to money. All the non-profits rely on funding. The smart ones are bought off by big companies. All the government do-good projects come down to creating big bureaucracies that keep their people employed. They don't necessarily exist to solve the problem because then they would be out of a job. Teaching jobs in meaningless subjects about human life are not going away anytime soon. There are many jobs in the field of education like administrator, tutor, counseling and therapy for all the kids suckered into a learning disability diagnosis, writing textbooks, etc. There are many non-teaching jobs at schools and colleges in administration, maintenance, cleaning, security, etc. I list the human resource websites of many universities and colleges. There are jobs in fields like publishing, online courses, software, educational products, non-profits, activism, policy, politics, school boards, etc. There is big money at college equivalent to the biggest company in any town. All those quiet colleges you see everywhere take in billions of dollars in some cases, a lot of it from the government student loan program, and nobody bats an eye to see how much scam is involved in this business of higher education. Think about an average city university, some of which have enrollments up to 40,000 if you include the online and part-time students. Most students get the government student loans. That's 40,000 times several $1,000s for each student just for tuition alone. My life education was what Joseph Campbell called the hero's journey. You go out into the world, get brainwashed and beaten down by it, then at some point you say, "You're all the one who are screwed up. I'm okay by myself in my own thoughts. I don't need your BS to tell me what to think or how to live. When you reach that, you're enlightened. The only thing that gave me enlightenment was me alone contemplating my life until I finally realized I can learn all the theories they got about life. It's all someone else's bullshit. It doesn't apply to me. I believe that all social science majors are useless and only exist because colleges make money from them and fake life experts fool lost, lonely people into thinking they have some advanced wisdom, which is the same principle that all the religious leaders and witch doctors of the past operated on. They rely on millions of naive young people majoring in this meaningless stuff every year without telling them that all the junk they tech about life is someone's fiction. The only thing that matters is that you know your own purity as a human being and follow the laws so you don't end up in jail. The social sciences create no real skills but plenty of fake skills like psychologist, sociologist, archaeologist, literary expert, etc. When you create oodles of categories to put people into, as in learning disabilities and mental illnesses, it's a massive fraud that most of the people buy into. It's a great tragedy. We have huge social science industries in these areas. Mental health, learning disabilities, special education, social assistance, the non-profit organizations, international NGOs, the government programs to do research and help people in some softball way like substance abuse help, prisoner rehabilitation, etc. After enlightenment, you still need the intelligence to earn money. If you think your college degree means anything, go to Professor College Doom's page. renzi.com/datapages/profdoomdat.htm. You can intern, try different jobs or go to graduate or business school. Ask yourself, what were you born to do? What is your true nature? Do you have the guts to follow it and figure out a way to earn money from it? You can work in a library. You can work in a museum. You can get a research job somewhere like for people writing books and stuff. You can write. You can work in a bookstore but they're disappearing. You can work for magazine and journal publishers doing editing, etc. There are scholarly organizations and conferences. There are a few jobs there. You can get an administrative job. Creative people create their own lives and figure out ways to create things to do and sell that are useful to others. If you're stuck for ideas, get my Money Making Ideas book. You can get teaching jobs at most community colleges with a master's degree. There's the research and writing thing. A lot of research, especially in the social sciences, is useless. A lot of academic articles in the many journals don't really add anything to real knowledge. It's just a business of creating journals. How far are you willing to go in any field that is not hard science until you realize that it's all a meaningless game? If you're in a big research field, you have to think up interesting and useful experiments to do. There's a lot of competition, firstly for jobs, then among peers for promotions, research money, and respect within the pecking order of your college and the people in the field. If you're serious about research, decide on exactly what you're really interested in, then focus on becoming the world's best expert in it. Find a mentor or several in your field to learn from. Try to get published while you're still a student by creating original essays, then submit them to relevant journals. The address is on every journal. If you get published just once, that's a big advantage to get a teaching job at a college. Learn the procedure to write formal papers and grant proposals for research funding. You might get bored of your field and move into some other subspecialty. There is a lot of hate, jealousy, and competition in research because all these eggheads think they're hot stuff, so they don't want anyone to do better than them. Create a good resume with examples of your written work. You could put your written work on a website for employers to see. Get some academic references. It's a game of promotion, aka brown nosing or sucking up. Constantly write articles to try to get published. Try to find bookings to speak at academic conferences. Create yourself as a public speaker. Go to a seminar company and put your name in to speak for hire in your field. If you work with anyone on a big study, book, or something, resolve issues of how you share the ownership of it. There is a lot of rejection in academic writing. Journals get swamped with articles by ambitious people. You can't write freely in the social sciences. It's a journal and book business. It's supposed to be a science. You just can't write stuff off the top of your head. There has to be some research study involved. Your resume and cover letter should convey your skills, experiences, and interests slow. You might want to create a portfolio or online portfolio of examples of your work, artwork, written articles, etc. You can easily do this by creating a professional website showcasing your identity and skills. Put it on your resume and clearly state that you have an online portfolio there. You can create a portfolio on free websites like Facebook, WordPress, and blogspot.com. Select references and obtain letters of recommendation.